Last month alone, one of my products did $5,000 in sales, and that is up from $1,000 just the previous month. And a big reason for that is how I'm using AI to make these decisions to get to the higher sales level. And these are decisions that most sellers today are still guessing on. And I'm not just talking about the basic AI use, like writing descriptions or bullet points for your listing. I'm talking about stuff like which image actually gives you more click, more conversion right from the get-go by using AI to tell you which image can be higher converting. Something like this usually takes 8 weeks previously without AI to find out the data because you need time for A/B testing. But with the use of the right AI tools, you can actually cut that time down from 8 weeks to 5 minutes. So by using this tool, we just change our main image according to what the AI tells us, and just like that, overnight, the sales jump by more than 100% the next day. From just selling about 0 to 4 units a day, right now with that new change the AI recommended, we are making 8 units and even 15 units in a single day. So let me show you exactly how this works. Let's jump into it. Okay, and the product in question is this really handy dandy cast iron garlic roaster pot. The main issue here when we get low sales is probably click-through rate and conversion rate. So to fix that, we try to hypothesize maybe it's the main image that is not getting enough clicks. So because of that, we create with 4 different variations. Which main image is the best for click-through rate and conversion rate on Amazon? What image is good in terms of getting people to click and buy my product? So this is something that I have to ask myself constantly as an Amazon seller. And if you sell on Amazon, this is also something that you would also probably ask yourself on a daily basis. Is your images good enough to convince customers to buy from you? Alright, so fixing main image, usual mistake for most Amazon sellers is that they will set one image. Let's say they purchase it from an agency or you do it yourself once, you set it and you forget. You don't optimize your main image, you do not test which one do better. So that is the mistake that most sellers do, but that's not you. You need to do A/B testing to find out which image would perform better with your customers, especially when you're in a more competitive market. And this is a need to do on a weekly basis, in fact. So most Amazon sellers do A/B testing in either one of these 3 methods. In fact, most of them do on the first 2 items. The first one, Amazon Brand Registry. You go through brand experiments. This is a tool given to you by Amazon. The time taken usually 6 to 8 weeks for the results to come back. You can actually give Amazon your image A and your image B. Amazon run it through their population test to tell you exactly what is the click-through rate and what's the sales arising from image A or B. The good advantage is the cost is free. However, for most sellers, they want faster results, and Pickful is one of those paid surveys that you can pay for to get results very quickly. Usually in less than 1 day you get the results. Result accuracy here is 70% because they do not match exactly your customer profile. They are just generic prime buyers, for example, and that can be very expensive, $1 per response. So imagine if you need a survey and you ask 10 responses to come in, that was going to cost you $10 already for one survey. Okay, so just be very mindful of the cost right here. And now the better way to do it with AI is this software called Visual Attention Software from 3M. The time taken here, because it's use of AI, is 5 minutes, and I can dare say the accuracy here is 90%. Not 100%, but 90% good enough because I make up for it in speed. And there's a fixed monthly subscription to get into 3M as well. So let me show you later on how this works. It's amazing. Before we go there, what makes a good main image? A good main image are the #1 factor in driving clicks to your listing. So some factors that make good main image are like this. You have adhere Amazon's requirement, right? This is something that all of us have to do. Now I know in some of your niches, Amazon may be very lenient in allowing you to have background images in your main image, right? But notwithstanding the fact, for most of us, we do have to adhere to Amazon's requirement, and I do believe eventually Amazon will catch up and they may clamp down on images like this if this is your main image. Next one, show your differentiation, don't tell. So this is something that I always love to do. I want to make sure that my differentiation is very visually available just from looking at it. So include pictures of human and animals for additional appeal, and I love what Jungle's Creation did here from Jungle Scout. They include a picture of their pets in the packaging itself, and this is something that you can do as well. Angle the product to show depth of thickness and show packaging if you have only in certain categories. General rule as well, take up as much of this real estate as possible. 3D rendering if competitors are also doing them. And a good note, 3D renders usually work for very competitive markets with shiny surfaces like this, a chrome shower set or even a shiny bottle of vitamins. So if you have products like this, you better do 3D rendering to really stand out in terms of quality and and sharpness of your image. Show main product prominently, do not let your bundles overshadow it. Use bright colors to contrast to make your image stand out. And this is something that we test again and again. The color red here catch attention on a page of Amazon Amazon search result. Like this, a red ring. Right? Although it doesn't really serve any function, but it serves a function of getting people to click your image over your competitors who use a black ring, for example. So these are some simple tips that you can use to increase your click-through rate just like that. Now, going back to our question, right? Which image is the best? Put it down in the comment section down below. Don't cheat, right? Just say, is it image 1, 2, 3, or 4 before you watch on, okay? To see what AI tells us. This is a very, very fun activity that we can run right here. So let's run it through AI VAS in terms of choosing which main image would give me the most highest probability of clicks and conversion. So what is this anyway? What's VAS? So AI virtual attention software helps to analyze image elements. It offers insights for main product images, improves visibility and engagement, and optimizes images for higher click-through rate. So in short, this tells me very, very quickly which image will capture human attention, or in terms of eyeball tracking data, which image will capture attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds of a human looking at it. Alright, so that's basically what AI VAS does. Accurately, I uploaded all 4 images into this 3M VAS website, and immediately 3M VAS tells me that image number C has a 69% probability of capturing attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds when a human eyeball looks at these 4 pictures. Alright, so very immediately I can tell image C seems to be working better in terms of click-through rate. Next one, I can even tell what is the heat map of the eyeball that customers will most likely be looking at for all of these 4 images, and rightfully so, they're looking at the garlic right here. So this once again emphasize the need to sell the result. Don't sell the product, because when customers buy this cast iron garlic pot, they're looking for roasted garlics. They're not really looking for cast iron products. They want roasted garlic smeared on their garlic toast maybe. And the hotspots, once again, yes, sure enough, is all the garlic. Gaze sequence also tells me this is what customers eyeball look at first, and second, third, and fourth. Okay, so now after I determine that image C has the highest probability, I run it through again just by analyzing this main image to see what are the areas that customers are actually looking for in the first 3 to 5 seconds. And once again, it's a garlic, and look at that, it actually goes towards the tomato as well. So a very good hack here, adding red color does attract attention to your main image. So probably this is one of the reasons why image C wins. And of course, there's also some certain spread to the bundles, which is what I like. These are what I look for: attention on the main image, on the main product, and then going over to my bundles. This tells me that customers are looking at the value proposition and even some differentiation that I offer in this market here. Okay, and the hotspots are in this region here: the garlic, the tomato, red tomato, and the bundles, which is all right on point from what I need to do for my Amazon image. Okay, and the gaze sequence from the product to the garlic to the bundles and then to the handle itself. Okay, so after that, I put my image into Amazon. So this is my image. I overlay it with my competitors to see, can I win my competitors based on this image C? And just by looking at this, there's another competitor here that wins me in terms of attention, which is competitor A, with the cut tomato with some garlic outside. And I think the main difference here is the green leaves all around. Okay, so the gaze sequence very, very clearly tell me their tomato is a lot brighter than my tomato, and because of that, customers look at this first, and thereby they may subconsciously click on this competitor first. Alright, how cool is that? Because of this, I have some hypotheses to improve my image even further. So just by looking at this is the hotspot and then the gaze sequence, and sure enough, customers are drawn to bright red colors on your main image. So this is a hack that you can do to improve your click-through rate just by adding tomatoes in there. And in this case, bright red cut tomatoes. Alright, so based on this, my hypothesis is this: bring up the red tomato to the front. So I have it in the back, I should bring it to the front actually, so that my customers can look at the tomato even more clearer, increase my click-through rate. Slice the tomato for greater red footprint. This is a second hypothesis here. Third hypothesis, adding green leaves at the back. Like what my competitors are doing, I can add in green leaves at the back as well to make it look really, really attractive to my customers. Then showing open lid with garlic inside is great, and then possibly add in a hand to open the lid to show size proportion. So these are all my action items that I can possibly do to improve my main image moving forward. Alright, so I actually did this, and guess what? The sales actually do show the results. Okay, and I take a snapshot of the BSR. So this is literally what we were doing. We're selling 3 to 4 units at this region here until we change our image. And take a look. The sales for the BSR really lowered so much, which means sales gone up. Okay, so by changing the main image alone, our sales literally more than doubled right here, from 3 to 4 units a day, sometimes 0 units a day, and suddenly it becomes 8 units, 9 units, 10, some days even 14 units. Alright, so this is how powerful main image, just changing your main image, can be. And to solidify this, look at that. This is the sales graph itself. Before that, we were really struggling, like right here. Then we changed our image right here, and sales really went up to one of the highest points right here, which is 15 units in one day. How cool and how awesome is this, right? So make sure you repeat this every single week for higher click-through rate and conversion rate fix. And this is literally how we use AI tools to shortcut our A/B testing period from 6 to 8 weeks, the standard way, all the way down to 5 minutes only, and doesn't cost us a lot of money. 3 FBA just costs us probably a subscription fee of less than $100 a month, and I can run unlimited tests. And this is not limited to just Amazon. Let's say you run another business, you can use the 3 FBA to test your main images or any creatives that you have out there. Alright, so A/B testing reveals best performing images. Then it's essential for understanding customer preferences, optimize image for higher click-through rate, and the most importantly, continuously improve listing performance over time. That's how you beat the competitors out there. And that's exactly what's possible if you know exactly what you're doing with this latest cutting edge technology. And we have so much more cool stuff like this happening inside our mentorship program. If you want direct coaching from us and tools that we use like this on a daily basis, the link to apply is in the description down below. And if you want to learn everything about Amazon FBA, this awesome business model, from learning how to find products, from launching your products, and then setting up your store on Amazon, all of it, I have made a full tutorial. Watch that next right here. I'll see you there, and if not, keep crushing it.